You explain that big feats can actually be painless to achieve if we do something that seems very counterintuitive. What is that thing?
Yeah, it's to start small. I'll give you an example. I was doing a turnaround for an educational software company in Texas, and one of the sales reps that I had there, her name was Beverly. And Beverly was significantly overweight. She had had her third child 5 years prior. She never lost the weight, and she was talking about a friend of hers who had just signed up to run a half marathon and how envious she was, and that she wished she could run a half marathon, and that kind of piqued my interest. And I thought, well, why don't you, Beverly? She says, I get winded going up a half a flight of stairs. And I said, well, why would you want to run a half marathon anyway? And she says, well, my 20-year high school reunion is the end of next summer, and I would love to look fabulous for that. And I thought, okay, well, there's a motivation. So I said, well, what if you could run this half marathon? It looked fabulous for your high school reunion, and the whole process was painless. Would you be up for it? She says, well, I don't think that's possible, but I'm willing to try. So I said, all right, here's her plan. I'll just show you how simple this could be. I said, just go home and map out a 1-mile loop around your house. And then all I want you to do is to walk it 3 times over a period of 2 weeks, okay? No great feat. Just walk it, okay? Everybody can walk. So she did that, and then I had her walk it 3 more times for another 2 weeks. So here it is a month later, and she's, walked around her block. And then I said, now I want you to just do a slow jog until you're breathless. As soon as you're breathless, until it becomes painful, stop, and then just walk the rest of the way. And so she eventually got up to a quarter of a mile, and then a half mile, and 3/4 of a mile. It took 3 weeks before she could run a mile. And almost, so total, we're now 2 months before she can run a mile. Now, you know that a half marathon is 13 plus miles. So a lot of people are going, well, there's no way she's going to be able to get it. And so what I had her do is just increase her distance 1/8 of a mile each time out. That's 300 steps. Each time just 300 steps further. That's all. 6 months later, she's running 9 miles. 9 months later, she's running 13.5 miles. She ran the half marathon. She lost way more than 50 pounds by the time of her high school reunion. Today, she's run 4 full-length marathons. She's running the Boston Marathon and many other famous marathons around the country, and is loving life. And it all happened because she started on something very, very small. So the old adage is the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And even if that step is small, it breaks the inertia. It gets you moving. It ignites the compound effect. It starts the trajectory in a different direction. And then if you just repeat that small step with another small step and another small step, and it doesn't have to be painful, as long as you give yourself time and you have patience and you are consistent over an extended period of time, the whole process of great achievement could actually be very painless by just starting small.